Hello everyone and welcome to the Azerbaijan qualifying session. Hope you're all having a good day today. Hope you're doing alright. Welcome. Today, hopefully we'll be able to see again a great qualifying session here. After of course the great race win by Harry, of course, Red Bull in Jeddah. But as we all know now, he has unfortunately lost his teammates. But no matter, Harry is still going on. Harry is still doing this. And yes, here we go. I see that Jamie has now come out on his outlap, ready to try and get the best time he can. We just got to hopefully see some more points from Mercedes, because they are bottom, unfortunately, of the constructors right now. But that does not change anything. They are still in the fighting mood. They are still going strong, and hopefully they will be ready to do this. I do have Ritvik trying to contact me. It appears Ritvik is having some problems in the pits, but we'll be out very soon, hopefully. Anyway, here we go with Jamie. I also believe, oh no, actually, Preston is also out now, as we can see. Williams, of course, not to Mercedes, like I said in Bahrain. I can't remember if I said that in Jeddah as well, because I still need to get to that video. Yes, here goes Preston. Round the corner now on his outlap. Is anyone, I don't think anyone is yet on their time lap. Jamie will, of course, be the first one on his time lap, due to being him the first one to come out. We also have Callum coming out now, the other Mercedes driver. We have Harry out also in the Red Bull, looking to win, unfortunately, due to the, his AR, Sergio Perez here has traded in for Charlie, but hopefully Perez can gain some points to help Harry in the constructors, but we all know what AIs are like, so is that hope, is that hope really there? Or should he really be relying on an AI? Who knows? Perez might do good, but we'll just have to wait and see. But here we go now. Time lapse has started. We've got Harry on his time lap. We have Jamie on his time lap. We have Ritvik on his outlap. We have Callum out on his outlap, still about to start his time lap, I believe. We have Preston also on his time lap here. I can't wait to see who gets the first one. We still have quite a few AIs in the pits. I see Carlos Sainz has just come out for his outlap as well. Very interesting. Right, here we go. Is anyone, I believe Jamie should be the first one to set time, unless he gets overtaken. So, I think he's going strong right now. Should we see what time he can make up here? I believe he's going round the final corner here and about to enter the chicane towards the finish line, if I remember the map correctly. Here we go right now with Jamie. Going round the chicane, trying to build that speed. I believe he's got DRS as well. About to cross the line here. Giovinazzi gets a 145. Charles Leclerc gets a 144. And Jamie just below with the 144.879. P4 here for Jamie. He'll definitely be looking to beat that time, of course. And hopefully get above that. But now we should be having, yes, here we go with Harry with a 144.059. Just simply, I believe, what, 13, about, I'm not even sure, a 0.013 second higher than Charles Leclerc. But here comes Preston as well, just beating Harry with a 141.712. That is 3 seconds faster than Harry there. Very well done by Preston indeed. Have we got, Callum's gone back into the pits now. Just come back out on his outlap again. I'm not sure what happened, whether he got some damage or not, but that's probably what happened. So he'll be looking to get a time on board. There's my game glitching and everything. Yes. But here goes Preston again, looking to keep that P1 position. But from now, he's looking good, very good indeed. Just explaining to Ritvic how to join back. Yes, he's trying to join back here, but appears it may not be letting him, which is a slight issue, of course. Just unplugging any means of communication in my room currently, so no one can come in here. Here we go, Harry with a 143, 2 seconds below Preston. Unlucky indeed. With with Callum still on his outlap. Why won't it let him take control? That's weird. It appears we are having some technical issues. We're trying to resolve that currently. Preston's still in P1, Harry in P2 here. I mean, we've got Ritvic in P6. He's not doing too bad, to be fair. Jamie, of course, P5. Callum, what is going on with Callum here? He's trying to set a time. I'm not sure. I mean, at first he couldn't set a time because he had to go back in. Bit weird there. Still on technical issues. As Callum is now through the chicane, looking to finish his finally get timed lap. Can't speak here. Apparently, Jamie got a 5th place grid pen because Stroll went into him. Very unlucky there by Jamie. It seems to be not going very well for Mercedes here, I must say. Trying to resolve it though. Callum getting a P2 here. Apparently, Ritvic finally has control. Finally, P9. It just had to go back into pit, so that's good. Ritvic's back. Jamie is still with that 5th place grid pen, unfortunately. Wait, what? I'm not reading this right. Surely not. Mick Schumacher at the top. With a 206. Is my game glitching out currently? Let's push my car wide and I've got time. Oh, well, just trying to help out the Mercedes here. Don't worry, I'm not being biased. Not being a biased commentator, obviously fair commentator here. Sorry, people. Yeah, we seem to have some problems. Anyway, back to it. Mick Schumacher apparently still P1, even though he's got a. It doesn't make sense, but anyway, Preston back here on a back out on an outlap here. Callum in the pits again. Harry back out on his outlap here. Jamie and Ritvic, the two Mercedes, still in the pits. Hopefully they can get back out soon. It is very unlucky there by Jamie though, coming back out again. Apparently what happened was he was going into the pits and then Stroll kind of came in and pushed his car wide and he received a time penalty for it, which I don't know, surely Stroll should get the penalty there, but then again, the FIA can be very confusing at times with their judgment calls, but we don't go after it unless we absolutely need to. But who knows, we may look into it later. Ritvick on his outlap as well. Preston back out trying to beat his time. Callum on a 141 as well. Callum and Preston P1, P2, P3. I'm still confused about what's happened with Mick Schumacher here. He's got 2 minutes. He's got 2 minutes, so he should be bottom of the pack. And he's not. He's P1, which doesn't make sense. But I will, if he's P1, he's P1. It just means Preston and Callum have to work to overtake. Of course, Harry as well, P4. So he'll be looking to try and beat them as beat Schumacher as well. But I don't know whether what's happening, whether the tables glitched, or I'm not sure. hopefully it fixes itself come a race. But here we have, of course, Jamie now and Ritvick both again on a time lap. Ritvick finally getting a proper time lap in here after the technical issues earlier on in the qualifying session. We have another 5 minutes and 15 seconds left of qualifying here. Oh, that's a broken wing there by Ritvick. Unlucky. I'm not sure what. He's taken most streets very quickly and very wide. He needs to slow down a little bit more on most streets. He's also going to have to let that Aston Martin pass because I believe it's Vettel. Yes, it's Vettel. He has now let him pass, which is good because, you know, damaged wing, he can't strictly beat Vettel when he'd be holding him up. I think the issue was Ritvick sped into both those corners and eventually broke his wing, which was very unlucky, but I'm sure Ritvick can come back and do better. I'm sure get a better time down. But here comes Jamie, about to come around the final corner here, and about to enter the chicane and near the finish line here. So should be good. I'm receiving text again. I'm guessing. Oh, yes, this one. Just advising Ritvick there. Of course, it's qualifying, so it's not the race. In the middle of the race, I wouldn't be advising people, but it's not fair for Ritvick to, you know, continually be smashing his wing after last race. Of course, Mercedes didn't do too well. Ritvick, I believe, got DNF'd or retired, and then Jamie, I think, finished in a very good position. I think it's like P6, in fact, and he was P20 with a lot of damage beforehand. But apparently, then again, in that race in Jeddah, the game kind of messed him up in that race as well and caused Mercedes a lot of problems. So the game is really mucking people up today. Well, the whole session, but anyway, that does not matter. Here we go with Harry trying to beat his time, trying to get ahead of Callum. There's only about 1 second in it, less than 1 second actually. So it is very doable by Harry here. He just has to watch that corner. Almost went into the wall there, like Ritvick, but luckily dodged it. And everything. Here comes Harry round the corner now. Nicely done round the corner there. I believe Callum's gone back into it. Preston's on a time lap here. Just started it now. So gonna be looking to be. I'm still confused on how Schumacher's got P1. I mean, he shouldn't be, but I'm not gonna. I mean, I can't control it, so we're gonna just see what happens here at Azerbaijan. But here comes Preston. Harry also, I believe, at least maybe halfway through the course now. Hopefully, we haven't seen anybody smash their wing through that really tight castle corner yet, which is quite surprising, but no matter. Here comes Harry through the final corner, now entering the chicane before the finish line, of course, looking to set a new time here. Hopefully looking to set a really good time, in fact. Let's see what we can do here. We're about to cross the line here. What's going to happen? And he's going into the pits. Unexpected, I must say. However, it is fine. I mean, you know, fair dues, going into pits, getting new tyres, trying to beat the time. Makes sense. Here comes Callum on his outlap as well. Preston's still holding that P2 here. Doing very well, in fact, doing very well. I wonder if the two Williams will work together tactically again to try and win that Azerbaijan race. That's the advantage they have over Harry, who's about third in the standings right now, I believe. But yes, I think it goes like Callum, Preston, Harry, Emma, Jamie, and Ritvik. So Ritvik, yeah, as I said, needs to look to get more time. More points in this race coming up. Jamie also. I think Ritvik and Jamie need to get in the points together, because that's also the advantage they have over Harry, is the fact that they are, both of them are still a team, both of them are still here, so they can work together to get in the points and beat Red Bull in the constructors. But here we go with qualifying here. Preston, Callum and Harry finished their qualifying. So's Jamie. Ritvik on his last lap here. I believe coming around this corner now. Going through that corner, trying to get ahead of the AlphaTauri. Can he do it? Oh, who knows? Is that Yuki Tsunoda? No, Yuki Tsunoda's in pits. That is Pierre Gasly. Pierre Gasly sort of spun Ritvik out there. Unlucky by Ritvik, but he's still holding strong. Pierre sort of pushing him into wall there, but it's fine for now. Two Alpines. Oh, we're going to see a wing smashed in. No! Pierre Gasly just sneaks through. Ritvik's kind of held up here, but all good, all good. Sorry about my sniffing, by the way. It's, you know, loads of talking. You know, have to. But here we go with Ritvik, I believe, going around this corner, down to the final corner. About to go around that now to enter the chicane. Pierre Gasly, of course, in front of him. He's got the two Alpines behind him. This is not a race, but will the Alpines try to overtake and get a faster speed? I doubt it. Ritvik now looking strong through the chicane. Trying to get a good track time. Please don't smash your wing here. He hasn't done. He's on the final straight, approaching the finish line here. What's his time going to be? Can he get in the points range? Oh, what's he got? I believe he's finished P11. Of course, he's got more time left. I believe because he didn't join straight away, he has more time here. So I don't know. Yeah, the drivers here complaining about how Schumacher is in front at pole. It shouldn't happen. I'm just going to warn them now. Oh, Ritvik retires from recession there. Unlucky. Of course that corner was going to catch someone out eventually. I actually slightly missed that because I was looking at my phone, seeing the conversation. Here we go with your top three. We have Schumacher somehow. Doesn't make sense, but we won't question it. Schumacher, Preston and Callum P3. P4 Harry here. P8 Jamie. And I believe Ritvik in P... Where's Ritvik? P11 here, so not too bad by our drivers at all. I believe, guys, we will now be on to the race, so see you all at the race. Hello everyone and welcome to the Baku Grand Prix here today. Hope you're all having a good day, hope you're doing alright. Welcome to today's race, and this circuit is located right in the heart of the city, close to the main promenade of the Caspian Sea, in addition to many long straights that make it the fastest street circuit in the world. The Baku circuit also includes a very narrow section, turns 8 through 12, and next to the old city walls at 6,003 kilometers. The Baku city circuit is the second longest on the current F1 calendar after Spa Francorchamps. Now, of course, hopefully, we are expecting a very good race today, and it should be very interesting indeed. Last race out, we saw a brilliant race win by Harry, and hopefully today we can also have a very good win as well. Lights out, and away we are here. Mick Schumacher somehow still P1, but that's about to change, I'm sure. Preston here, P1, Callum still P2, P2 on the corner, but Mick Schumacher gets P2 back. Callum steals, and Carlos Sainz has spun out, unfortunately. Harry now P4, trying to build his time up on Mick Schumacher, I'm sure. Leclerc has now overtaken Harry, however. Unlucky there by Harry. Ritvick now in P7, trying to get an overtake on Alonso, but unlucky there. Jamie, 5-second penalty there for Jamie. Apparently collision with Raikkonen. Now his wing is off. Well, that is an unlucky start by Mercedes there. One of the drivers, of course, wing off. Will we see a race like Jeddah, where things didn't go the way of Mercedes? Hopefully not, hopefully. But who knows. Now Ritvick up to P5. Very well done by Ritvick there to get past Tsunoda and Ocon. What's happened to Harry? Harry has dropped down to P12 here, trying to get an overtake on Sergio Perez, his teammate. Will he be able to do it? Will he not? We're about to find out. Perez, 5-second penalty for ignoring a yellow flag. That will set Perez back quite a bit, and that's not good for Red Bull, who currently, well, Perez, of course, is the AI teammate, so he's going to be the weaker one of the two. But hopefully Perez can make up that time and serve it. But hopefully Harry can get the overtake now on Perez. He's looking for it. He wants it. Can he get it? And he doesn't get it. Very unlucky indeed. Trying his best. But then there's Jamie up in P10. Apparently about to go in the pits, I'm sure, to get wing change. And yes, he does there go into the pits. Followed by Harry. No, not Harry. Perez. No, that is Harry. Wait, what? No, that my game glitch, sorry. Harry, now it's a P8. Here we go. Harry, very, very good start. Trying to look for the take potentially on Raikkonen. Now we go up to P1, P2 with Callum and Preston. Of course, under safety car rules, 5-second penalty for Mazepin, ignoring the yellow flag. Unlucky there by Mazepin. Yes, P1, P2 currently for Williams. Hopefully they'll work together, and we'll see some strategic plays by them to keep that P1, P2, but who knows. Jamie now unfortunately down to P20, looking probably to try and catch up with the safety car. Perez out as well. P17 is occupied by Ritvick. Of course can't get any overtakes currently, but looking also to catch up with safety car. 5-second penalty with Harry here for a severe collision with Ricardo. Unlucky there by Harry. I'm not sure what happened, whether Ricardo went into him. It doesn't look to be. I believe Harry might have gone into Ricardo, because Ricardo has not received a pen, but I will find out about that later. Because all positions will be kept right now under the safety car. We're only on lap 2 of the safety car, which is crazy. First safety car of the race. I believe Harry said to me before this race, I bet you now there's going to be no safety cars this race. Straight in with a safety car. 5-second penalty for Carlos Sainz here. Collision with Alonso. Very unlucky there by Sainz, who is currently P16. He's now being DNF'd. 5-second penalty for Ritvick for collision with Mazepin. Unlucky also by Ritvick. Carlos Sainz though is out. Appears to be a crash here with Perez, Leclerc, and Not sure if Jamie was involved. Not sure. 5-second penalty for Leclerc for a severe collision with Jamie here. Lucky by Jamie there not to receive a pen, because we all know how the rules work here in F1 2021. Ritvic now behind Mazepin. Hopefully we'll keep a solid line and we'll not get any more crashes, because we really don't want to see that happen to Mercedes anymore. Harry's still up in P8, of course. Carno takes are gonna be. But he's going to be looking to get a right start off, hopefully get up to P3, see a battle between Callum Preston and Harry. Of course, Harry being the outnumbered one, being on his own versus 2 Williams, but I'm sure he will work something out in the long run. Ritvic now up to P15 here. With Leclerc in the middle of Jamie and Ritvic, with Jamie being, of course, P17. Harry's teammate Perez below that in P18, and then Fernando Alonso just trailing behind in P19 for some reason. 5-second penalty for Harry here. Another severe collision with Ricciardo. Not sure what happened. I mean, I keep missing these. It's crazy. But very unlikely. I believe, if we check it quickly, detail, penalties, 5-second penalty for Leclerc here, which makes it 10 seconds because severe collision with Ritvic. So right now in penalties we have 5-second penalty for Jamie, 5-second penalty for Ritvic. So unlucky there by both Mercedes drivers. They really need to get rid of those penalties in the pits. 10-second penalty for Harry. That will madly affect him in the race. He needs to get rid of that somehow. Of course, only 5-second penalties being served in the pit lane, so will he have to pit twice to get rid of it? Who knows? Callum Preston, no penalties yet, of course, which is good by the Williams. So they won't get affected really at all. But yes, hopefully the safety car will be going in very soon, so we can see them going. Well, Jamie, of course, being on mediums here. Ritvic also on mediums. 5-second penalty for Harry and 5-second penalty for Ritvic. Didn't see who the Ritvic one was, but again, collision with Ricciardo. What's going? Oh, I am so happy I changed that. What a crash. Harry going at full speed straight into... what on earth happened? He went into Kimi Räikkönen there. Very unlucky by Harry. I'll have to tell him I caught that, because he'll be wondering. But yes, hopefully, as I said, safety car will be going in soon. So we can see some actual racing. I'm just watching now. Oh, 5-second penalty for Mazepin. Not for that really matters. Harry looks to be claiming that it wasn't his fault. I'm just currently waiting now. 5-second penalty for Perez again for ignoring a yellow flag. Unlucky there by Perez. Really, Red Bull are a massive disadvantage now. This opens up hopefully room for Mercedes to attack for Williams up front, but can the Mercedes get that high up? We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Harry said that he went into, I think it was Räikkönen, because Ricciardo behind me kept crashing into him, behind him, kept crashing into him, and wanted to type that, and it sped up and crashed into Kimi. So the game again messing up Harry here. Just yeah, I mean, not great for Red Bulls here, but hopefully we'll see. Hopefully he'll be able to come back in the next races, but who knows. Mazepin disqualified from the session here as well, so we've had 3 DNFs so far here at Azerbaijan. Safety car still not gone in. I suspect it won't go in for a few more laps with what happened to Harry. I can't believe that. 5-second penalty for Alonso here. Severe collision with Ritvik. This safety car is really messing people up here. I don't want to see some penalties here. 15-second penalty for Ritvik. 2 more 5-second penalties, and I believe he's disqualified. 15-second penalty for Jamie here. Dropping down completely. I'm not sure why. Let me go down and check. He's pitting here, serving one of his 5-second penalties actually. Ritvik also may be looking to pit. I'm not sure exactly. Should we look? Has he still got his wing? I believe so. I don't think so actually. He's getting overtaken here. No, he still has his wing. Leclerc almost got the overtake there, but I believe Leclerc is really attacking him here. Please don't go fast into that corner. He hasn't gone fast. Good. Jamie getting rid of it. 5 seconds of his penalty there. Back straight down to the 10-second penalty from 15 seconds due to the pit stop. But yes, very interesting indeed. I mean, right now it is crazy. What's happening, but we're gonna get rid of that so you guys can have a full view of the race here. Unfortunately, yeah, the AI can be troublesome. Jamie is not happy about that either. Virtual safety car here, which isn't good because I believe we just got rid of a safety car. Preston, however, enjoying it a lot because he's still up top. Williams working together. As you can see, Callum's hanging back. He's not attacking him. I believe that's the strategy. Callum will hold back. You know, hold people up. Are they both gone into the pits now? They are both gone into the pits. In fact, both for Williams. Fair enough. Fair enough. Can for Mercedes get ahead here? Ritvik also going into the pits. We're seeing 3 out of our 4 races going to the pits here. However, Jamie does not have to go into the pits because he's just been in. Or will we go in to serve a penalty? I mean, will he try and get rid of one of his penalties? I'm not sure. Looks like he's going to go straight past here to get in front of Ritvik. Now, Callum and Preston both back out of the pits here. 4-second gap between Jamie and Perez. The virtual safety car has gone, so we're back to full racing here now at Azerbaijan. So hopefully we can see some good races. I still feel it was very unlucky by Harry, to be fair. It wasn't his fault at all. It's just the game being the game again. Oh, bit fast in there by Jamie. He needs to take that corner a lot slower. Ritvik now out of the pit stop as well. So they both changed. What tyres are they on? Ritvik seems to be on mediums and Jamie seems to be on softs. So very interesting. Should we cut back up to the, well actually no, the Williams are P14, P13, we're going to be looking for an overtake here. I believe Callum is looking for the overtake on Tsunoda and Schumacher here, hunting them both. Preston will also be looking for the overtake once Callum has got past, because as we know from a past race, a little crash there by Callum, unlucky there indeed. But as we know, the 2 Williams can work well together, so they'll be looking to do that and get P1, P2 spots back here. We are 7 laps in. I believe Callum's going to go for the overtake. He cannot, just a little bit behind, but he is in range. Can he get the DRS? I believe he might be close. He's got the overtake on Tsunoda here. Preston also going for the overtake on Tsunoda. I believe he's got it, and yes he has. Both of them have now got it here. They're now both hunting Schumacher, in fact, and Callum, little contact there, wheel to wheel, but Callum is ahead. And if we drop down to Preston here, Preston will also be looking for the overtake on Schumacher. However, Tsunoda is closing in, I believe, on Preston here. So, could we see a battle between Tsunoda, Preston and Schumacher? Callum luckily getting away from Schumacher here. Preston almost goes to the overtake on Schumacher, but can't make it into the tight corner here. No crashes, as we can see. They're all fine here. But Preston goes for it. Preston's right behind Schumacher. He really wants that. Doesn't look to be DRS yet, but he really wants it. Can he get it? He's going for it. He goes in on the left, onto the inside of the corner. Little contact, wheel to wheel, pushing Schumacher slightly into the wall, but does not push him fully. And now both Williams are P6, P7 here. We'll be hunting, of course, Leclerc, but there is about an 8 to 9 second gap between both Williams and Leclerc here. So, a little bit of time before that happens. I will. Oh, actually, there may be a change here because Norris and Giovinazzi have gone into the pits, which will mean, if it happens, Preston and Callum, yes, will be getting a P4, P5 here. And there seems to be, of course, the 9 second gap, so they'll be looking to, well, 8 second gap for Callum, but of course, altogether it's a 9 second gap for both of them. Ritvick here with the fastest time of the lap, 1:45.110 here. I believe Ritvick may. I'm not sure whether he's gonna, James gonna go for the overtake here on Ritvick, or whether they'll work together to get Giovinazzi. They'll definitely be looking to get some points here, because they do desperately need those points together to achieve, to get ahead of Red Bull in the constructors. I believe, well, actually, I believe Mercedes might be above. I'm not sure. I mean, I'll have to check after. I know I'll be showing you at the start of this video, so you guys already know, but I don't know because I haven't checked yet. But yes, Callum's still not closed in on Leclerc, but he's closing that gap now. Basically, a 6 to 7 gap between the Williams and Leclerc. Leclerc also trying to apparently get an overtake on Alonso, which would affect it a lot, to be fair. But Leclerc has that penalty. Alonso and Leclerc have it. Leclerc is just getting past Alonso here. P2 here for Leclerc. We wouldn't normally cover AIs, but why the hell not? We want to see an overtake, don't we? Fastest lap for Preston here, a 1:44, I believe. P4 for Preston here. Where's Callum? Callum has dropped down to P13 here. What's happened to Callum? Oh, he's pitted. I believe he's serving a penalty, in fact. No, he's not. Is he? I'm not sure. Change to mediums here for Callum. Whether a crash happened or not, I'm not sure. But it doesn't matter here. 4 second gap between Preston and Leclerc here. Callum may be hunting Ritvick and Jamie here to see if they can he can make some progress. But 3 second gap here between Preston and Alonso. 4 second gap here between Callum and Jamie. And it appears Ritvick may be going for an overtake here on Giovinazzi. He's going into the corner here. Perez also slightly ahead of him. Jumps over that corner. A 0.7 gap here. Trying to close that gap ever so closely. Can he get it? It's going to be a close one. Going through the castle corner here. He's really wanting it. He's really trying to get close, really hunting that overtake, I believe, on Giovinazzi. Can we see Ritvick get P14 here? He's really wanting it. Into the last corner here. He tries to get the overtake, but can't unluckily get the overtake. Preston still with a 1.4 second gap. I am watching it, so when we need to swap over, we'll swap over. But now that gap slightly growing between Giovinazzi and Ritvick. Unlucky by Ritvick there. I believe when he tried to go for the overtake, he messed up slightly on the corner. Or pushed off the track slightly, so he couldn't obviously get it. However, oh, actually, I said I was watching it, but I've missed it here. Preston trying to get the overtake on Leclerc. He had it for a second, but he's lost it. He's trying to get it back again. And does he? Can he get it? Oh, it's going to be a close one. And I want to say I'll switch over, but I don't want to miss this because it's ever so close between Preston and Leclerc. Jamie's pitted here, that's why Callum has overtaken him, I believe. Or can he get the overtake? Preston is closing in now a 0.2 second, 0.3 second into the castle corner. Very smoothly done there by Preston. I don't know why I've still got that up. Preston's still hunting it, 0.9 second gap. Leclerc is expanding that gap ever so slowly. But Preston looks to close that gap again. 0.7 is, especially on most corners, for Preston is working his magic. And of course, you know, closing that gap between them both. He is seriously trying to go for that overtake. He wants it desperately. He's not going to give up anytime soon. Through the chicane now for both of them. And also, actually, whilst that's going on, we see Callum closing in on Ritvic. Ritvic, as you just saw, just got the overtake on Giovinazzi, but has lost the place to Giovinazzi. Is Callum going to try and get the overtake here? I believe so. Preston has got past Leclerc and just changed away, which is annoying. But we have the player versus player here. Callum gets above Ritvic here. Very unlucky there by Ritvic. He's now going to be hunting. Well, actually, he's above Jamie because Jamie is below Ritvic. So he's now going to be hunting Giovinazzi. Can he do what, I hate to say it, but Ritvic couldn't do? And get that overtake on Giovinazzi here. Who knows, we're about to find out. Callum, what I didn't spot just now, has lost that position to Ritvic. We've seen a battle here, safety car here on lap 11 of 26 here at Azerbaijan. And whilst we are seeing that, of course, we see Preston in P2, really going after Stroll, but of course safety car here will be closing very, very closely on Stroll, so could get an easy overtake here. So who knows? But the same said for the three of Jamie, Callum, and Ritvic. They'll be closing in right on each other. So Ritvic seems to have wing damage here actually. Very unlucky by Ritvic. Jamie doesn't seem to have damage. I've just got a message by Ritvic here. It appears that there was a collision by Callum and Ritvic, which caused Ritvic, of course, to lose his, well, wing, obviously. Has Callum lost his wing? Callum has lost his wing. Unlucky there by Callum, indeed. It appears that we're seeing maybe some rivalries being formed between both of them. However, going back up to the top of the table, and Preston now has P1. For some reason being allowed to overtake, well, Stroll actually has pitted, I believe. That'd be why, yes, he's pitted. So Preston now resumes P1 with Vettel behind him. But of course, with, you know, Callum and Ritvic both losing their wings, going to be very interesting to see what happens. Big gap here from Jamie by 27. Going to be trying to close in that gap, but can he do it fast enough? Apparently, yeah, there was a, I'm not sure how bad the collision was, but Ritvic is trying to apologise for it now. But I'm hoping, truth be told, to see some rivalries formed very soon out of this. It'd be very fun to see some rivalries formed in our season, but whether that happened or not, who knows. Safety car still here, however, on lap 12 in Azerbaijan. If we go, of course, to Jamie, with it, who has a 21-second gap here, he needs to close. Can he do it in time? I don't know. That's the question. Callum wing is fixed up now, so he's going to be looking to close that position with Perez. A 7-second gap, of course, as I mentioned before, still under a safety car, so we can't overtake, but he can close that gap and overtake next lap when hopefully safety car will go in. Here we go, Preston now, of course, leading a pack of everyone. Will he be able to get away, or will he have loads of AIs be storming him to overtake him? Because he's the one, as I've said before in a previous race, being P1 is not always the best under safety car, because when when you get DRS, well, you're the one not getting DRS, everyone else is. So everyone else can overtake you if you're not prepared, if you're not good at defending, so who knows. Lap 13 now, hopefully, as I said, safety car will go in this lap, but who knows. Callum, of course, still ahead of Ritvic here. Ritvic now to lap 13 as well. Jamie going through the chicane, trying to get his lap through. It appears his wing has come off as well. 5-second penalty for Alonso here. The day for the Mercedes, Harry and Callum, is not going well. Lots of damage, lots of stuff going on here. I mean, from what happened, I don't know, but apparently Ritvic couldn't turn and he went into Callum. So will we see, inevitably, Callum, try and go for that ever so called grid penalty on Ritvic? Sorry, I couldn't speak there. Because he can do that. We've got a chat here from Callum, but it'd be interesting. And also, apparently, I mean, there has been reports on Ritvic and Jamie beforehand of, I won't say who, but unsafe driving. So, I mean, if sufficient evidence is brought forward, and, it's clear to me, they have received a warning already, a grid penalty could be in their future, unfortunately. Luckily, Jamie wasn't involved in it, so I doubt he'll be, told to go against it. But anyway, it's what it is. Now Ritvic up to P11. And we're looking back to got Giovinazzi for one he couldn't overtake beforehand in front of him. He's going to be looking to finally overtake him. It's just looking like Callum may be going after Ritvic after this race. Just telling their spokesperson, Williams spokesperson now, they do have a spokesperson in the party currently, just telling their spokesperson currently that if there's sufficient evidence is brought forward, we'll see what happens. But Ritvic now up to P10, Preston's still in P1 here, Jamie in P16, and Callum P12, Harry DNF, and Lucky. At least it's not P20, he's P18. So that's quite good. At least he didn't get disqualified, That'd be good. Callum gonna be looking for serious places. Gonna have to fight Ritvic again. So I don't know. It'll be very interesting. Right, here we go. Hopefully the safety car will go in. It's been out for 2 laps now, and that's normally how long it should be out for. So hopefully we'll see it go in this lap, but who knows. I'm surprised there's not been any more penalties awarded, but it's looking good for now. If we go up to the top quickly, of course we have Preston leading the pack, P1. Sorry, I'm not talking much. Well, there's a resolve. Safety car in this lap. Problem is when the safety car comes under, a commentator cannot really do much because you know, no one can overtake. No penalties are occurring currently. Nothing. Here's Ritvik's got a penalty though, but that's very unlucky. But yeah, safety car about to go in through the chicane here, I believe, and approaching the finish line. Safety car, as soon as Preston crosses the first finish line, then the race will continue. Preston going slow here, I believe, so Callum can you know, try and work something out here. But here we go. Safety car has gone in. Race is resumed. Preston is going to be looking to keep his P1. Can he though? That is the question indeed. But yes, here we go with Preston currently. Looks to be good so far, creating a big gap between him and Vettel. Callum now up to P10. Ritvik up to P9. Jamie up to P14. I'm going to focus in on Callum and Ritvik here, because I'm wondering, will we see another battle between those two? Or will we see a crash, perhaps? That's the interesting bit. Jamie, however, maybe looking to overtake on Leclerc here. Not sure though. Sorry people, just you know, currently occupied. Tell you, when you're commentating, you've got a cold. It's not good. Appears to be Callum and Ritvik still P9, P10. Come on, I want to see some battles here. We've got a point, well, the gap is closing actually between Callum and Ritvik here. Callum may be looking for the overtake on the corner, but not going for it. Jamie, however, very quickly up to P13, got the overtake on Mick Schumacher, but back up to Callum here. Oh, Callum got the overtake on Lando there. Lando just sneakily got past him, but Callum did not allow it. Callum got the overtake. I see him also using his ERS to catch up with Ritvik here. He's gonna have to be very careful here in order to get this overtake, I believe. We don't want to see another crash between the two of them. He knows he's going. Oh! What happened there? I believe Ritvik hit the curb and went into the wall. And now Callum has got that overtake. I mean, that wasn't Callum's fault, because Ritvik went into the wall. And then, I mean, Callum went into him, so... Here we go. Ritvik now down to P13, lost position to Jamie. Doesn't matter though, because they're both teammates. They're going to be looking to get back up into points, and they need to get back up into points. Seriously, and very soon. Callum now up to P8, however, hunting Kimi Räikkönen for all he can. That's a 2-second gap, but he does look to close it. However... Preston is now in the pits, losing places. Callum up to P2, looking to attack Lance Stroll. Preston now down to a P6. Ritvik also pitted because of the wall collision up to, well, down to P15. Jamie was in, but went into the wall and is now DNF'd here in Azerbaijan. That's not good for Mercedes. That only leaves Ritvik, and he's currently P16, about to move up to P15, I believe, because of Jamie, obviously, but we're going to change over to Ritvik here, as he's about to go past his teammate, very sadly. Safety car here again, because of what happened, obviously, to Jamie. Very unlucky indeed, I tell you. Callum is, of course, right behind Stroll, and then you have Preston going to be behind Sonoda. So Williams could, in fact, get that P1, P2 again, but they need to be strong. They need to keep driving. There's, what, 9 laps left with a safety car, probably doing about 2 laps, so we'll see about 7 laps left of this race. So going to be interesting, very interesting indeed. I do feel bad for Jamie though. Mercedes have not had it easy so far. I'm hoping Ritvik will slow down. He does. He gets through the castle corner very softly. Ritvik and Jamie, it's a weird one with both of them. You know. Hopefully Ritvik can get up to some more points, but who knows. Preston and Callum. Well, it's 2 Williams and 1 Mercedes. What can you do? Drive-through penalty here for Ritvik for speeding under safety car. He needs to slow down. What is going on here? He's now going to have to do a drive-through penalty. He's still speeding up. In fact, I mean, well, Lance Stroll has now caught up. Oh, he's going quite fast into the pit lane. Very fast. But I did say about the pit lane things. He's now changing tyres, although it was a drive-through penalty. But unlucky, well. Oh, Ritvik gone into, not gone into wall. Very quick round it though, with a 23-second gap. He's going to have to catch up majorly, if he wants anything from this race. Again, I feel bad for Mercedes. I don't know what's going on with them for past races. I mean, the first race was quite good for them, I think. They got, if I remember correctly, they managed to get points in both in the point section, in fact. But the past 2 races has not gone in their favour. I mean, Jamie got points last race, but Ritvik was very unlucky last race. And now Jamie is DNF'd, and Ritvik is left as the only Mercedes here. Apparently, apparently to Ritvik, he went to serve his drive-through penalty, and it did a stop instead of a drive-through, so he still has a drive-through penalty. Of course, you can't serve drive-through under safety car or virtual safety car, mentioned by Harry there. Very useful information by Harry. So, in fact, Ritvik is going to have to pit again. It was a very bad judgment call by Ritvik there to pit. However, he's going to have to make up that time and then serve a drive-through penalty. I don't know. It's going to be a very close one. We're now on lap 19. 7 laps here to go. Will we see the safety car go in? I don't know. Hopefully so, because we want to get back to racing. Ritvik's only closing that gap now, so hopefully we'll see something good. Yeah, this race has been very, very... Well, I don't know how to put it, to be fair. It's been very close and very, well, you know what I mean. It'll be very interesting. Ritvic now up to a 0.6 second gap. But he's still going to have to serve that drive through penalties, so, you know. A lot of bugs and everything. Ritvic, unfortunately, didn't know if you couldn't serve a drive through penalty under safety car or virtual safety car. To be fair, I completely forgot as well, so, it's not his fault entirely. Of course, Callum up to P2. Where's Preston at? P5, of course, still P5. Well, we're going through a chicane here. Not completely, not the last chicane, but safety car may not be going in this lap. Down to the last corner here. Safety car is in this lap. So, will we see the Williams get out to P1, P2? If they do, that will assert the dominance, not only in the constructors, but will boost them both in the championship as well. You know, so, it'll be very interesting. We'll have to see what the standings look like after this race. It'll be very interesting, Mo. Looks like Podium. Well, Podium's going to be, I don't know, I don't know whether to call it to be both Williams yet or not. Actually, Preston is, well, no, Callum is waiting to get the overtake. He's looking for that overtake on Stroll. He has got it with contact there, but Callum gets away. Preston now up to P3 here. Ritvic up to P12. P11 now, P10, making up a lot of places, but causes a crash, causes a block up. What the hell is going on here? P4 now for... What the hell has happened? I am confused. Could we see another safety car? Because I don't know what's happened here. Sonoda now DNF'd. P1, P2 for Williams here. And it appears that Preston may be looking for an overtake. Is it essentially... I'm not sure whether Callum will give Preston this win. Will they be sharing that with... Oh, nicely done into that corner there. Preston is very close. Maybe you're looking for an overtake. Spread out here. Very spread out indeed. Preston on mediums. Callum on hards. Ritvic now up to P13. It looks to be very close between the two Williams. I'm not sure whether Preston is going to try and go for an overtake. Callum will let it through. Or whether it will just stay like this. I'm not sure. It does look very weird though, right now. Ritvic has retired, as DNF'd, in fact, so this is legit just a Williams race, and Callum, I believe, has let Preston pass now, because as you can see, Callum is slowing down. I believe what they're doing is working together, letting each other get win by win. Because as we know, Callum got the first win, Harry then got a Jeddah win, different team. But now, because Callum has a win, will he be giving Preston a win? But very unlucky indeed by both of them. Safety car here. But only 5 laps to go here in Azerbaijan. I don't know what to say. Both Mercedes and Harry from Red Bull has DNF. We've also seen Sonoda, Alonso, Sainz, and Mazepin DNF. So it has been a crazy race, very crazy. I don't know what's happening. Our drivers are not too happy once they've DNF'd. But so, very interesting. Indeed. But yeah, safety car. I mean, I don't know what to say anymore. Preston and Callum have firmly got this in the bag. I mean, AIs I doubt will challenge them. There's no other players in this session. There is nothing that can essentially go wrong here for Williams. So Williams have got the points from this race completely, so they'll be ahead even more in constructors. Both of them, Preston and Callum, will be first and second in the championship, I'm sure. God, this is unexpected, to say the least. I don't know what to say. Lap 22 now under a safety car. I have Preston currently messaging me about something. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Him driving and texting at the same time, you never believe it. 5-second penalty for Stroll here and Perez. That's going to set them two back. And if those two can hold those positions, this will be a win for Preston and Callum, I believe. I'm going to send a message to Preston because he was typing but he stopped, so but yeah, I mean, this is nuts. I didn't expect this at all. I know I keep saying it, people, but for both Mercedes and for Red Bull, I mean, of course Sergio Perez is still there. I forget sometimes that Perez is still. Perez can still get points for Red Bull. That is not out of the question. But in terms of our players, it's just Williams. It's just Preston Callum, and we all know watching this, they are not going to fight each other. They work together. They strategize. You know, even with the crash earlier between between Callum and Ritvic, Callum has been able to get P2. It's crazy here. Make sure to leave your comments down below on well, whether you think Williams will take this championship by storm or not, or whether you think Harry or Mercedes can come back, and any penalties you think should be served either. Apparently Preston has something to say, but he will say it afterwards. Lance Stroll here. Oh, well, Sergio Perez pitted. That's not good for Red Bull. That's not good for Harry. Harry must be fuming right now. For the fact that Perez has pitted with 3 laps to go. Gasly here, 5-second penalty. No penalties for Preston or Callum, so they're good enough. We have clips here. I will watch these in a bit. But this is not. I mean, how has DNF Raikkonen gone above? I was about to say 5-second penalty for Norris again. Leclerc drive-through penalty. Everyone's getting penalties, but our guys here. I don't know what to say. I mean, this is crazy. Should we look at penalties? We have a 10-second penalty for Stroll, a drive-through penalty for Leclerc, 5-second for Giovinazzi, Lando Norris with a 15-second, Gasly with a 20-second, and a 5-second for Perez. Oh, and what's this? A 5-second for Vettel now. I have to say it. With a 5-second penalty for Perez, I don't think... Even with, I mean, Ocon, I believe, just DNF, that's nuts. Even with, you know, getting up there, under safety car rules, I don't think he's getting anywhere. With 3 laps to go. But this is not 5-second penalty for Vettel again. What is going on here? Williams now enjoying it. Safety car in this. Safety car going in on this side. 5-second penalty again for Vettel. How many penalties does that take him up to? Why don't we stick that on? Why not just see, like, what's going on? Penalties here. Sebastian Vettel with 15-second penalty. What is going on here? This is weird, man. Let's just add everything we can up here. Why not, you know? That's not what we want to do. There we go. And a bit more, you know. This is nuts. I mean, Perez now going up, but even with going up, he's not going to pit. And he has that 5-second penalty. Callum now losing the place to Lance Stroll, but trying to get it back. The two Aston Martins now attacking him. He's lost that place. And Vettel may also be going after him. Callum's going to be looking for that place back as soon as he can get it. He's going in on the inside. Wheel contact there to Vettel, but oh no, I think that's Stroll, but sends Stroll down below Vettel. Callum I'm guessing, trying to hold up the competition so Preston can inevitably get away. It's the only thing that, well, makes sense from what I can see. But this is, what, 2 laps left of the race. This has been probably the most exciting race, not because there's been competition. There has, between Callum and Ritvic mainly, but because of collisions, because of DNFs. We have seen what half the track, over half, well, not actually even over half, because there's 20 and we're still alone, nearly half of the track being DNF. It's crazy, man. Callum's still under threat here by Vettel, but trying to hold that place. I believe he will be holding that place. I mean, no, actually, Vettel may be getting that place. We're not going to cut to Preston yet until the last lap because, oh, actually, Callum may be getting some space here. That gap is now building. We're going to swap to Preston here. Preston just casually driving, you know, trying to hold his position, you know, P1. Got the 7-second gap. You can clearly see they're working together. Callum would not be going that slow. And yet he is. Trying to hold up by competition. Oh, God, nearly too fast in that corner there. But Vettel is catching up, as you can see behind him. So he's going to have to work very hard here. We are on our second to last lap here. So we have one more lap left after this here at Azerbaijan. Hopefully you have all enjoyed this race, as crazy as it has been. It's been mad, this race, so it has been madness. 9-second gap here between Preston and Callum now. With a 0.2 second gap, 0.4 second gap now between Callum and Vettel. This is nuts. I'm still speechless on this whole race as a whole. But Williams have kept it cool. Williams have kept it going, kept it calm, collected, not done anything irrational, and they have done well in doing so. There's, you know, Preston now approaching that last final lap. Oh, Callum goes wide there, but here we go with Preston just about to cross the line on the final lap of the race. And here we go. Also the fastest lap here for Preston with the 144.658. DRS is back enabled, so that's going to be trouble for Callum. Mad trouble, in fact. Hopefully Vettel will get set back. But hopefully Callum can survive, but it may not be looking like it. I mean, look, Callum is under threat, like major threat right now, but he's holding that position surprisingly. You can clearly see, although he's not going slow, he's holding up. Like Vettel now, does Vettel? No, Vettel does not get that position. Vettel is still going at it though. Vettel wants a position and he wants it soon. Preston going round the corners now, up to coming up to the castle corner, gets through that very smoothly indeed. Now going round the chicane, well, first chicane, and we're about to see him go through the chicane into the first corner and then hit the chicane again. Callum still P2, but you can tell without a doubt. I'm not. Tell me if I'm wrong here, guys. But he seems to be holding out that competition, so Preston can get that win. Now, if Callum can get that P2, and then we're looking right now for Podium as a Preston, Callum and Vettel. But anyway, here comes Preston out of the chicane, down the straight to the finish line, and I can say without a doubt, people, here is your winner of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Preston, the main man, of course, one of the drivers from Williams. And of course, now here comes Callum, the other driver from Williams, trying to get that win, going down the straight. Does Vettel have DRS? He doesn't seem to have it. He's really trying, coming down the straight. Here he goes. Here's your second place, P2, Callum. Here we have a P1, P2 for Williams, with Vettel coming P3. That is your podium for today at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I hope you have enjoyed Driver Day. Of course, from a game goes to Lance Stroll. Here we are with the podium now. What a great celebration from Preston. I must say, I love it. I love it. It's quite funny. But here we go. I mean, it's going great for Williams so far. They've had 2 podiums. Both their drivers have 1 podium each, and I didn't see it first in the first race, but they are working together. Callum clearly not attacking Preston in that race and helping him, but it's nuts. And of course, there is your leaderboard. What's that? I didn't notice that before, but Schumacher seems to get 3rd. Where's Vettel? Vettel drops down to P6. Must have been because of the time penalty. But yes, hopefully you've all enjoyed this race. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, then please leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Thank you for joining us here today for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I can't wait to see you guys next time for what I think is the Canada Grand Prix. But yes, guys, we will all see you next time on the D6 F1 Championship. See you guys later. Have a good day. Good night, people.